Dacha How, Washa Michael Larson, Washa Nima Depungyu. Hello, everybody. This is Mike Larson from BBC IML, and this is a moment with Mike. I forgot to turn off the Wi-Fi. I get a little too far away from the Wi-Fi. I have to use cellular out here. So if you saw me just a few seconds ago, that was me, but got shut off. But out here by Lake Superior on the picnic table, we just got a little bit of rain a little bit ago. It's still very muggy out here, but a little moisture on the picnic table. My butt got a little bit wet, so but at any rate, I wanted to talk a little bit about fulfillment. And it's a terrible disaster to me in life if you find success but don't find fulfillment. So no amount of money is going to bring you fulfillment. None of it is. If you can't find fulfillment before you find money, you're not going to find it when you have money either. So finding fulfillment, being thankful for your life, and finding a way to be happy. You know, happy is a decision. It's not something that happens to you. You aren't happy because somebody did something for you. You're happy because you decided to be. And happiness is a skill that has to be practiced. So fulfillment is also something that you have to decide on. You have to decide that you're happy with your life, that you're thankful for what's going on, and you're getting fulfillment out of it. And to get fulfillment in life is really not that hard. It's really just 8 things that you have to do, that you have to worry about. First of all is your own personal development. You have to be happy with yourself. You have to be thankful for yourself, for your relationship. You have to be happy for your relationship. It has to fulfill your life. Your relationship has to fulfill your life. It has to bring you passion. Your work should find you passion. My father always used to tell me, if you're happy with what you do, you never work a day in your life. Then your faith, your spirituality, that has to fulfill you. Your money, your financial situation, you have to be thankful for that. Your health, you better keep yourself in health. You better have a healthy body. Without a healthy temple, there isn't much you can do about it. You're only given one place to live. You better take care of it. And then friends and fun, that better fulfill you also. You better have friends around you that aren't just acquaintances. They're people you can count on and that you know are trustworthy, and they can trust you, and they fulfill your life. And then family, of course. Family, you better be fulfilling. You better have good family around. And family is family. There's an old saying, you can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family. But once again, being happy and being and loving your family is a choice. So fundamental elements is something that I teach. And it's the requirement. You have to understand fundamental elements in order to understand how to have passion. And passion is the secret to fulfillment. In anything you do, you better figure out how to represent life to your fundamental elements so you can have passion in whatever it is that you do. Workaholics. People call me a workaholic. And I do work a lot of time. And the reason most of the time that people are workaholics is because it meets all of their fundamental elements at a high level. And they get a lot of passion with it, and they're very fulfilled with it. But because it's the only thing in their life that hits all of that at such a high level, that's where they spend all their time. And they don't develop the other 7 parts of their life to be fulfilled in those. And if they lose their job, it's a disaster for them. They just lost the only thing that fulfills them. And now they have no way of getting that fulfillment because they haven't developed the other parts of their life. And because of that, they become depressed. And then it's very difficult for them to find another job, and they get into a downward spiral. So developing your life and putting emphasis, making sure you're representing life in each area of your life that's giving you passion, your own personal development, like we talked about, your relational, your job, your career, your faith, your money, your finances, your health. You shouldn't be eating at McDonald's, and your family, And then your friends also. You better have a good circle of friends around you that are looking out for you and they're trustworthy. So all that's very important. But the next thing you have to worry about is the 6 fundamentals. If you can understand the 6 fundamentals, you can put passion to anything you want, because you can represent life to your fundamentals, which is the secret to happiness. And the first one is security. We have to have security in our lives. If we can't have security in our lives, we don't get that warm feeling, and we feel like there's something always missing. And everybody has to have it. Everybody has to have security. But if everything in life is secure all the time, then it starts to, then life maybe gets a little bit boring. So we have to have diversity also. And in order to get, and diversity is what challenges us. That's variety in life. And if we're not getting diversity in our lives, we don't have the opportunity really to expand and grow. And then there's importance. We have to be able to set ourselves apart. We need to have significance. We need to know that is unique to us. We have to have that. And then relational, it's the strongest out of all of them. That's love. We have to have love in our lives. If we can't have love, we'll take connection. If we can't have connection in a positive way, we'll take it in a negative way, because we still have to meet that fundamental elements. This isn't the wants or desires. You have to meet them. And then there's expansion. We have to be growing. Anything in life is either growing or it's dying. It's green or it's ripe. And then once you've expanded, now is where fulfillment comes from. And that's sharing what you learned with other people. But these fundamentals are different for everybody. Security for me is much more different than security for a lot of people, because of my life, the belief system I've developed, the experiences I've had in my life, the negative and positive anchors that have come through my life. So I define security different than somebody else might. I define diversity different than somebody else might. Same thing with importance, same thing with relational, expansion and sharing. All of them would be different because of the modalities behind them. And modalities like, am I a pairing personality or am I an opposing personality? Those two different types. Do I need to find the similarity in everything, or do I need to find what's different in everything? And then there's two different types of that. There's a blanket pairing and there's subjective pairing. And then everybody moves away from pain and towards pleasure, but everybody does it a little different. Some people escape from pain. They fear pain, and they'll avoid it at all costs. The only way that they'll do something is if they know that there's going to be a benefit or there's going to be pleasure. And then they'll deal with the pain. But if all they see is the pain, you can't get them doing anything. And then there's people that are challenged by pain, and they love the pain. And you can tell this person, because when you ask them what's wrong, and they'll give you a long dissertation about what's wrong, and it motivates them, it gets them going. They like that pain. They still move towards pleasure, but they don't start moving until there's some pain. And then there's people that go totally towards pleasure, and they'll basically ignore pain. If you ask them what's wrong, oh, there's nothing wrong. But if you ask them, well, what kind of benefit, you tell them what the benefit is going to be, now they're going to move. They love that. Woohoo! Now they're ready to go. So you have to understand all those different modalities and how we represent our fundamental elements. And once you understand that about yourself, then you could take life and you can represent it in each different area of your life, the 8 different areas of your life, and you can bring fulfillment to each and every part of your life. And then if you do lose that job, and it isn't going to be the huge disaster for you, because your significant other is there to support you, your family is there to support you, and they're giving you that fulfillment. Your finances were good, your spirituality is good, your health is good, and your friends are great. And that's why you have to focus on developing the 8 different areas of your life and finding fulfillment and passion in each one of them, so that isn't a disaster. Most people, or not most, a lot of people, the job and their relationship are the only 2 areas they really develop. So when they lose their job, all the pressure goes on their relationship, and then that goes sometimes also. That's why it's so very important to do that. And get fulfillment. Don't search for fulfillment with money or success. If you can't find fulfillment without it, you're not going to find it with it either. And that's extremely important. There's too many people out there that have found all the success in the world, and they're still unhappy because they don't know they don't understand passion and fulfillment. So I hope this finds you well. I hope it's cooler where you are. It's very warm here. And I hope you guys have a super fantastic night. If you have a subject you'd like me to go over, or something that's challenging in your life right now, email me at mike@inspiredmotivatedleadership.com, or you can text me on Messenger, either one, or send me a message when you're on here or on Facebook, and I'd love to go over that. Or if you have some questions when we're on here, I'd be happy to answer those for you. But I appreciate you being on, Jason and Ginger, and there were some other people that were on. Sometimes I can't see everybody. They tell me that they're on, but I didn't see them. So I thank everybody for being on this evening. Look for me every evening at 7 o'clock, and we will talk soon.